Jai Sitaram friends. In last video I completed my sixth chapter. Name was Agent of Life. Now I am going to narrate my seventh chapter, Beloved Uncle. Beloved Uncle, Sri Sitaram, page number 35. Page number 34, Beloved Uncle Sitaram Life, my original book. Now comes the turn of the youngest and the most beloved member of our family, my fourth number uncle, my dear Sitaram uncle. He was the youngest brother of my father, and not just the youngest, but the most pampered and adored by everyone in the family. Sitaram Life, chapter, page number 35, chapter number 7th. For my grandmother, he was like the last note of her sari's pallu, the dearest and the softest. He was born in a small village in Rajasthan, a place where dust would rise with every step on the muddy paths, and the scent of the tulsi lingered in the every courtyard. It was in these narrow lanes in the uncle's childhood unfolded, simple yet filled with dreams. Whenever Dadima would talk about whenever grandmother would talk about his early days, a special glow would appear in her eyes. She used to say, Sitaram was special right from the beginning. There was a spark of self-respect in his life that set with apart. He was mischievous, yes, but never crossed the line. He never insisted on having things his way, but when it came to matter of right and wrong, no one could silence him. Sitaram Alive, page number 36. There was a natural glow in his face, a kind of radiance that is rarely seen in child, as if an invisible light always followed him. Even today, the streets of that village remember his footsteps, and we all remember his smiling face. He was the youngest, not only in age, but also the closest to everyone's hearts, thanks to his pure and gentle soul, a living embodiment of spiritual awareness. That the moment I saw him performance the yajna, when I saw him in the courtyard of the home wearing his Janev, and a Janev is a sacred thread, and performing the yajna sacred of rituals by himself, the very first thought that crossed my mind was how deeply spiritually this person is, how pure, how devoted, and how truly rooted in Sanatan Dharma. How deeply spiritual this person is, how pure, how devoted, and how truly rooted in Sanatan Dharma. Sitaram Life, page number 37. There was no priest, no formal arrangement, and yet he was also alone, sincerely worshipping Goddess Gayatri Mata, offering oblations into the fire and chanting mantras with such clarity, precision, and soulfulness that it feels as though a sacred ashram's yajna mandap had descended into our humble courtyard. With every utterance of Shavaha, a wave of positive energy seemed to ripple through the entire space. Yes, the yajna fire was burning, but far more luminous was the flame of his devotion, a flame that quickly set my inner being alight. Sitaram Alive, page number 38. His journey was not just a religious thread, it was silently proclaiming, this is a true Sanatani. One would deeply understand why he was born into the world. Each of the action in worship, chanting, or the yajna itself was not a mere ritual but a sacred path of inner discipline and spiritual patience. It felt as though he was not performing the yajna just for himself but for the entire family, for generations past and the future, and pervades even of the well-being of the entire world. That day I realized Dharam does not always need scriptures to show itself. Something it lives to and breathe through people. Sitaram Alive, page number 39, and he was one of those rare souls in whom Dharam walked, spoke, and burned bright like his sacred flames. Sitaram Life, chapter number 7, Beloved Uncle, is end at page number 39. In next video, we will read one from one lamp to another lamp, one from one lamp to another lamp, from one flame to another flame. Till that time, Jai Sitaram.